Yeah, hello.
Hi.
Yeah, hi. Just 1 second. I'll start. 1 second. Just give me 1 second.
Okay.
क्या है रे? ठीक तरह ये मारता है. फैन डाल जरा.
स्लो में रख क्या काम करने का लैपटॉप है माँ स्पीड नहीं बेटे बहुत स्लो है आपका
बोला कर लो. Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, hi. Yeah. So let us today let us discuss about roles. Okay.
Yeah, but I have a quick question about the what do we discuss the record types?
Yeah. Tell me.
So I created the record types, like you said for the employee table, I did sales and not sales, sales department and non-sales department. But
Mm-hmm.
how can you go back and go back to the regular table? You know what I'm saying? Like the original object that we had created.
Mm-hmm.
How do you go back and forth? Like, let's say they don't want these sales, you know, uh, uh, record types. They want just a regular table. How do you switch back to
Yes.
the
Yes.
regular? Yeah.
Just just hold on. Okay. I'll
Okay.
restart my laptop. It's like a mouse. I'm not able to move here and there. It's like playing
Okay.
actually. Okay. Just be online. I'll restart my laptop. Then I'll connect. Just be online. 1 second. Hello.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
Yeah. See, this mouse is something.
Hi, Shubhani. Hello.
Hi. Hello. Hello. Are you? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, hi, Shubhani.
Yeah. Hi. Pin. Okay. Yeah. So once again, let me call to this training team. Uh, you're able to see my old screen, I think so, right?
I think you have opened your Gmail. That screen I'm seeing.
Yeah. I reconnected actually.
Oh,
One second. So along with us, Ujesh is there. He's from Canada, I think. Canada, right, Ujesh?
No, US, America,
US. Okay,
USA.
sorry. Yeah.
Yep.
So Priya also from US. Okay.
Okay.
So so I just want to club along with you, Priya, actually, along with this Ujesh.
okay.
So we are in same phase actually. Okay.
Oh, okay.
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 Thank you.
యా ఒకసారి నన్ను ప్రెజెంట్ చేయరా నేను మళ్ళీ లాగిన్ అయ్యాను యా now we are able to see my screen. You are able to see my screen, login.salesforce.com.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
now let me log in into the Salesforce. Yeah, just let me log in, then we'll see your question. Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
Ujesh at IBM.com we have created, right?
No, I think it was UJ at IBM.com. Are you talking about going into?
Yeah, I'll use my login. From here I will show.
Okay, that's fine.
Admin 123. Okay. So yeah, record types you are talking about, right?
Yeah. Oh, did you start recording?
Yeah, it's already in recorded.
Oh, okay. All right. Just reminding.
Okay.
Shubhani, you're doing
So
profiles or this is record types you're doing today?
no, profiles only.
Okay.
Profiles only. He has one question in record type. So we are just going through that question.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have any idea why this mouse will go like this? I'm just trying to point out here. It's going. I don't know what happened to this laptop. Record type. Okay. So sorry. Let me open the app launcher. So your question from in the end user point of view, or how it will be? Ujesh?
Yes, it's from the end user. Yeah. So right now, when I click on the new employee, it shows both of
Mm-hmm.
my record types. But how do you
Mm-hmm.
go back to just showing all of the records, just the way it was before? Yeah.
Oh, okay. You don't want to see these record types. You want to by default it should not see it. It should not show this, right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to see because there might be a way, right, to go back and forth, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We can do that. Okay.
Okay.
Simply how what you want to do is just go to setup. Okay.
Yep.
Here, just go to object manager and go to that employee object.
Employee. Yeah.
Go to record types. Just click edit. Make it deactive.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Okay. Simple.
Okay.
Yep. Thank.
So so you can do the like this, or else you can go to the system profiles and from there also you can remove. Okay. Just make them inactive. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. And what you can do from the profiles, just remove, like in the profile you can remove. Yeah, we can remove this one. Okay. Clear?
Yeah, that's
Hello.
fine. But there's the error message, right? It says that
Yeah.
it cannot be deactivated. Why is that?
No, it is trying to say that.
Uh-huh.
1 second, let me open.
See, it
The
says
record
it
type
can.
non-sales department cannot be deactivated because the following profile use this record type. Okay. So what you have to do from the profiles, okay, the system administrator profile. Okay, let me open. Okay. Just go to record types. Yeah, record types. Edit. Remove. Remove. Okay. Okay. Now it came, right?
Yep.
So it not ask you to select the record type. Now it directly open whichever page layout has been assigned. From here you can change the page layout. You can come back to employee page layout. Okay. So that's how we can deactivate. So you can deactivate the record type. That's not an issue. Whenever you want, you can deactivate.
Okay.
Okay. Clear?
Yeah.
No, if you are still question, just you can ask me. You can.
It's fine. I'll try it out based on what you showed me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just try it out.
Yeah.
If it's not working, then we'll see. Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. So so let us discuss today. Let us discuss about more in detail in profile and something called another thing I want to start. If time permits, we'll start that another new session. Okay. So we'll see in practical about how to what are the profiles we have created. We'll try to assign to one user, and we'll try to see the different combination like different security levels. Okay. Okay. So let me go to setup. In the quick find, just type profile, profiles. Okay. So we have created a profile called test, right? Just click on test. So which one we have created? Okay, no issues. Let me create a new one in quickly. Create a new. So so we can create a profile by making any of the profile. We cannot create from the scratch. Okay. So I'm just selecting system administrator. Standard user. I'll say this is a test. Okay. Then try to save it. Save. Okay. Now, so let me assign this profile to any of the user. So let me open one more setup here. From here in the quick find, just enter user. Let's click on users. Okay. So we have another user called Shubhan. So it has been assigned to standard user profile. So let me assign this new profile to this user Shubhan. So let me click edit. Just click edit. The profile I will assign test. Okay. Now just save it. Okay. So now I have assigned a profile to this user. Okay. Now I want to restrict this user. Okay. In the app level, in the object level, in the object record level. Okay, and I want to restrict. So how to test? So before testing, so let me log in into this user, the username called shubhan@ibm.com. So for that, let me open a new incognito window. Let me open in private window. And I mean this mouse. So login dot salesforce.com. Just give the username Shubhan. And the password is admin123. Okay, no worries. So let me change the password. Let me try with another password called admin1234. Okay, it's working. Okay, so it has sent an email verification to that my email ID. The verification code is 96919. Hello, Iqbal and Afroz.
Yeah.
One second, one second. Iqbal, good morning, sir. Very good morning. Okay, so we'll do one thing, sir. Actually, I just want to update you also. So from here, I'll club will have session together actually. So we are in almost in security. So I'm just repeating the security like what are the different options, and we'll continue after this security. We'll continue. We'll start another new topic. Okay, if you guys are able to spend more time, so we'll continue with another time. So from tomorrow we'll continue with the same time. Okay, so 9:30 my time. Okay, before just half an hour before. So whatever the regular time, is it fine?
Half an hour before the regular time. Okay, that's fine.
Okay, Afroz. Hello, Afroz. Are you able to hear me, Afroz? Yeah, no issues. Okay, let me continue. So 9619. Okay, so here I log in as a another user. So where it has an access called the new role new profile which I have created.
Hello.
Yeah, Afroz. Good morning.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, good morning. Yeah, are you able to hear me?
Yeah, I am able to hear. Okay, I'll
Yeah.
talk to both of you after this session. Okay, just
Sure.
be continue. Okay,
Okay.
so
Okay.
we'll talk after this session. Okay.
Sure.
Okay, there is a communication gap. Okay, I'll talk to you personally, both of you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So actually, I am discussing about the profiles. Okay, and in the profile, I just created a new profile and I sent you another new user apart from system administrator. So here I am into that user. So we are going to be see the app level security and object level, then record level also. Okay. So I want to assign I want to give an access to this new user. Okay, So let's see whether he has the access called the app whichever we have created, that Big C. Okay, so he is not having, right? So he is not having. Why? Because in the app we have not added, um, in the profile we have not assigned this app actually, whatever the app we are looking. So let me go back to this role. Okay, sorry, profile, just click edit. So sorry, just click edit. See, this profile, in this profile, Bixi has not added. Here the application name I'm taking Bixi. This is same thing whatever we are discussing. The name was different. Okay, uh, so where we were discussing about Reliance Digital. So here I just taken the name called Bixi, but everything is fine. Everything is same object model and everything whatever we discussed till now, record types, whatever the session we had. Okay, only the name got changed. Okay, don't confuse with the name. Okay, so now I want to assign this app to this profile. So then if I save it, okay, this particular user, like the user who got an access of this profile, he will be able to get this app, right? He will be able to see this app. Okay, now let me go to that user. Let me go to that user. Sorry, where it is. Yeah, this is, yes. Okay, now let try to refresh and let me see whether he is able to see that app. Okay, so click view all. See, if you observe, okay, if you observe in previous sessions, okay, when you click app launcher, it has not shown this app in this manner, right? Not in the list view, right? It is to be show this manner, right?
Yeah.
So this is the change has been updated. Recently, there is an update happened in Salesforce. So there is a maintenance was there, right? Last week when we try to log into the Salesforce,
Yeah.
it says there was a maintenance. That time
Yeah.
these few options got changed, and reports also few options got changed actually. Okay, so we'll see in the report time. I'll tell you that what are the changes has happened. Now see the app, whichever app we have created, that app, sales app, he is able to see, right? Why? Because I have assigned in profiles. Okay, in the profile, see in this profile, um, I have given access called custom app access, this Big C, the name called Big C. I have given access, so that's the reason he is able to see. Okay, so previously he is not able to read this, get this app access. Why? Because app is there, but access was not granted. Okay, now I just given access. Okay, so now he is able to get this app. So let me open this app in his login. So this is the login of the user, okay, called Shubhan, and this is the login of the user called Ujesh. Okay, he is having admin role. Okay, from here I am creating a profile and I have sent to Shubhan. Okay, where the Shubhan login is, I open in a private browser. Okay, so this is a private browser and this is the login of Shubhan. Okay, the name called Shubhan. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll change this name. Okay, so let me go to see. Yeah. Hmm. Let me open setup. See, there is suddenly I don't know. Sometimes mouse is working properly and sometimes mouse is nothing like anything. See, it's not moving. Maybe because of from morning this laptop is running. It's need rest, I think so. Users, just click on users. I'll rename that name called Shubhan to test. I don't want to use my name. Let me rename. Okay, just click edit. I'll give the name called some test or end user. I'll say end user.
Is this end user or admin?
Sorry, sir.
Is this end user or admin?
End user.
Okay.
This is a user where I am trying to edit is a admin user. Okay.
Okay.
So SENDU. So if you remember, okay, alias will be the first name of the first letter and the last name, first four letters, right? Just
Yeah.
save it. Okay. Now let me refresh here in the end user. Let me click here in the profile. Okay. 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 Sorry to interrupt. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I used to get that error.
You also got the error?
Usually I get that and then I just refresh and it goes away.
Exactly. Okay. So this is the screen. This is here. I'm just trying to. I just log in as a end user here. Okay. So I'm trying to test the access. Okay. So I'm giving access in admin level. So this profile has been assigned to end user. Okay. This profile. So sorry, not this one. Yeah. So end user has a profile called test. Okay. Now let me go to this profile called test. Okay. Now I want to restrict this user tabs level. So here if you see he is able to access account tab. Okay. Now I want to restrict him tab level. Okay. I don't want to give him access called, see, by default this custom tabs, whatever tabs means nothing but indirectly that is an object. Okay. So he is not having whatever the customs whatever the custom tabs we have created. So he is able to access only accounts. He is not able to see other tabs like whatever the objects we have created. End user point of view, object is, you don't know object, he will call as a tab. But see here what will be, it will be display, those are all called tabs. But in the configuration time we'll call that this one as an object actually. Okay. So we can say object also, that's not an issue. Okay. So now this end user, he wants to have access called only bill. You don't want to uh, I don't want to give him other object detail, other object access. I want to give only bill. So I want to remove account also. You don't want to see accounts. You want to see, because he is the person who takes care about billing. Okay. Or maybe I want to show him only products. I don't want to see him other things. Or I want to show him only store related. I want to restrict. So we can restrict. We can restrict in the tab level. Okay. We can assign him which tab he want to see. So how to do that? Just come back here. Come back to this profile and click edit. Okay. Click edit. See tab settings. Okay. In the tab settings, everything is default on. Okay. But this custom tabs also is default on, but he is not able to access. Why? Because there is a common, there is a dependency. Okay. Like stand objects. Okay. So in object level also we have to give access to that this profile. We have to assign object level permission also. Then only if the tab is on, then only he can able to see in his screen, end user screen. Otherwise he cannot see. So see, if you see here, tab is on. This default tab is let's see this. One second. Let me go up. Let me go. See, custom tab settings, bill is default on, but he is not able to see, right? Bill is
Yeah.
default on, but in the end user skin, he is not able to see. Why? Because we have not given object
Permission.
level, right? So
Okay.
first of all, we have to give object level permission, then only he can see. Okay. Okay. Then create. Yes. Let me give all the object access. Okay. Then now let's save. Okay. Now it got saved. Okay. Now let me go back to that profile and see whether he is able to. Let me go back to that user login. And let me see whether he is able to get access or not. Okay. So just came here. Just refresh. See, the end user now is able to get all the tabs, because previously the tab was on but he was not able to get. Why? Because eh, I have not given access in terms of object, right? So now I have given object level access, so that's the reason he is able to see all these tabs. Now I want to restrict him. I don't want to give him all these options. I want to see, I want to give him only bill related thing. Okay, so how to do? Just go back to the profile again. Okay, so from here click edit. Okay, just come down. Okay, so from here, so this one, tab hidden, you can give tab hidden or default off. Default off. 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 Generally we need to give tab hidden. Then okay, then save it. Now try to refresh. Account I have not disabled, so let me go to, let me click edit one more time. Okay. So let me disable, yes, account also, tab hidden. Now just try to save it. Okay, now just refresh here. So now he is able to access only bill, right? He's not having other object access, other tab access, right?
Yeah.
This is clear. This option is clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ujesh and Priya. Priya.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Priya, is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Just let me know if any times any confusion. Just let me know. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So now, so now we have seen app level, object level, as well as tab level. Okay. And now let us see uh, record level. So record means field level security. Okay. Now I don't want to give. Let's say now let's say create a new bill. Let's see whether we have created all the fields here. Oh, we have not created any field. Okay. No worries. Let me give him an access called an employee. Okay. Employee object. Just click edit. Let's come back. So I want to give him employee on. Okay, then save. Now let me create an employee record. Let's create one record. I just came to end user screen, end user login. Okay, employee, and to create a new employee. Okay, now I want to create an employee name called Ujesh. Okay, and the experience is 10 years. And what is his salary? 1 lakh. Okay, on date of joining, today he is joined. And what is the sales experience? You don't have any sales experience. Let me give 0. And what is his MCA graduate? And designation is maybe HR. Okay. So what is the employee phone number? Something. Let us give some number. And yeah. So what is his login time? It's irrelative, but let's fill. You can enter. That's not an issue. Okay. Employee is. I don't want to give. Log out. 6 p.m. Okay, and save the record. Okay, now this end user is a HR person. Okay, and he has created a record. Okay, so I want to restrict this end user. Maybe he is a junior HR, maybe entry person who is in the level 1. Okay, so he can create the record, but for him I don't want to give edit access. Okay, once he create a record, so I don't want to give him edit access, but now he has edit access. Okay, so how to restrict? Just go to the temp profile, just click edit. Sorry, see, if you observe here, you will not, once you click edit on the directly on profile, you will not able to see field level security here. Field options you are not able to see here. See, so fields is not able to see field, and you will not able to see here something called page layouts and record types also. You cannot see those things. Okay, why? Because they need more space to load actually. So for that, what Salesforce has done means you just go there and you just try to edit directly. Okay, layout. If you want to edit, just click and then you will go prompt to one more page. There you can edit. See, field level security. Okay, now I want to give a field level security on. Okay, go here only. Yeah, on. 1 second, it's playing with me today. Just go to field level security. Yeah, field level security. Let me come back. Let me come to custom field level security. Just click on employee. Okay, view. See here, now we got an edit option, right? Just click edit. Okay, so I don't want to give edit access. Okay, just remove for everything, for all the fields. Okay, just uncheck. For lookup, we cannot. Save it. Okay. So now he cannot edit, right? So this profile has been assigned to end user, so he cannot edit. Now let me go and try to edit. Just refresh. in the login, end user login. Okay. Now just go to the employee. Okay. Just open this record. Okay. See. So does he is able to edit? No, right? He's not getting any edit option. Simply he can see the record. Cannot edit, right?
Shubhani?
Yeah.
So now, the test
Mhm.
profile you just edited, right?
Yes,
And
yes.
this profile, the test profile has been assigned to this end user. So there might
Exactly.
be there might be many end users who would be assigned the same profile. So all of them
Exactly.
in this case, they'll not be able to edit.
Yeah, good question. Good. We can say this is very complicated situation, right?
Mhm.
See, your like whatever the question you asked is a perfect good question. And the thing is key, okay, before so what I want to say is, before creating this profile, before creating a users, before creating a roles, okay, so why we go with the blueprint means, okay, to avoid this kind of confusion. Okay, so uh, whatever you are asking is, we can like, let's say this profile has been assigned to so many users, right? And if that user wants to have edit, and you are restricting in the profile level, so that the user will get affected. He don't want, he need exactly edit option, but he is not having edit option, right? Why? Because you restricted him in a profile level. That profile has been assigned to all of the users, let's say 10 users, 10 HRs, and out of the HRs, and you want to restrict only one person. But if you are trying to edit here, and rest of them also getting affected, right? That was your question, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So see, this we can restrict. Okay. So while assigning profile itself. Okay. We cannot assign same profile to all the users. Okay. Or we can, what we can do. Okay. So generally we'll share the common login to generally in real time. Okay. What we do, let's say in HR department. Okay. That's why we won't create users with the username. We'll create with the department. Okay. So in the department, okay, maybe in the HR department itself, can you unmute? Can you mute? Someone is on maybe Afroz or Iqbal sir. Can you mute? There is
Yeah.
a disturbance actually. Okay. Okay. So now what? So in this case, so definitely we cannot do from here. So what we can do is, so while creating the users itself, we should take care that scenario actually. So practically, if you see here, you cannot. We don't have option to do that, right? Priya, are you getting my question? Like whatever the question you asked. So we
Yeah.
cannot. Yes. So we know how to edit, we know how to give access. Okay, but the design of that users creation, okay, in the starting itself, we will take care that we won't get those kind of we'll solve. Actually, end user will say the same question. Okay, that's why we told them, like, we'll tell them, like, we'll guide them. Okay, boss, just go with the department ID. Okay, department wise. Okay, in the HR, and you want to have 3-4 IDs, you just will create 3-4 IDs. Okay, in these IDs, you itself decide which ID you want to give, which one, to whom you want to assign. Okay, that's your job. My job will be, I will create a users. Okay, depends upon your requirement, and I will give the access level. Okay, but I cannot restrict the user. Okay, I cannot restrict all the users. I can restrict the user in the department wise. Okay, and where there you can decide. Okay, I will, for let's say for HR department, I ABC, let's say three department, I have three IDs I have created. In one ID I have given only create option. In another ID I have given create, and few fields he can edit. And another HR I have given full access, full edit option. Let's say, let me sacrifice like this. There is an HR manager, HR team lead, and HR team member. Okay, for team member, I will create a ID. I'll create IDs called team member. Okay. To him, I will assign a profile called HR profile. Let's say I will give the name called HR Okay, to him I will give only create access. Okay, because he is a first level of HR, level 1, so he don't want to edit any of the employee record, so I will give him a create option. The next TL, okay, so maybe he can do some sort of changes. Maybe he can change the let's say date of joining, let's say date of birth, employee personal details. He can edit, he or me, she. Okay, but if the salary thing, if he want to, if the HR wants to edit, so only manager can have edit access. Others cannot do edit, because if we give edit option to maybe the junior level guys, okay, sometimes by mistake if they entered on behalf of 10,000 they have entered 1 lakh, okay, zero, some zero he added, okay, so by default this record maybe get access to payroll department, like a payroll, whenever they run the payroll by taking the employee record, so he will get credited salary of 1 lakh, right, instead of 10,000, right? So hierarchy level we can restrict. Okay, so while creating a profile itself, we'll take those scenarios and we'll try to avoid that one. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay, simply just we know how to create, but in the real world it's so complicated. Okay, they will come up with lot of questions. I don't want this, I want this. Okay, I don't want this. So those things will be taken care by in the initial days while setting up the org to these end user. So that users security is also a very big topic actually. Very people will there for work only securities sometimes. Okay, if your organization is having more than 1 lakh end users, maybe 10,000 end users, maybe 1,000 end users, that times it's very hard, right? So that's why the concept called we create the users by department wise. Okay, and the department also will go with the hierarchy. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Any questions here? Good, good to go.
Yeah.
Ujesh, any question? Okay, yeah, Ujesh, any questions?
No.
Okay, okay, yeah, okay. Now do we have time? I'll start one more topic. All of us, we have time, at least
I'm
20
okay.
minutes. Okay, Ujesh.
Yes, I have time. Yeah.
Yeah, Priya.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay, fine. And Afroz.
Yeah, fine.
Okay, fine. That's good. Just 1 second. I'll have some water. Then we'll start. Now, let us discuss about validation rules. Okay. So new topic, validation rules. So what is a validation? Okay. In the name itself, it says that validating something, right? So validating something, what it is, we'll see now. Let me go to object manager. So validation rules are related to objects. Okay. So let me open any of the object. Let me go to an employee object. Let me refresh. See, validation rules are subject to objects. Okay, so it associate to objects. In each object, we can create validation rules. So what is mean by validation? Validation rule means is nothing but validating the data before we take the data from an end user. So what is the data? So let's see. Okay, let me open an end user login. Okay, Shubhan. Okay, so whenever he is trying to create a record, okay, whenever he click, let's say employee, okay, so whenever he try to create a new record, let's click new. Okay, so whatever the data he is trying to give, oh, we are not given create option also. Okay, no issues. Let me log out. Let me close this one. Let me open the end user screen itself. Sorry, admin login itself from here itself. So you'll be trying to give employee name, employee date of birth, phone number, right? All that fields we were trying to enter, right? All the details. Okay. So whatever the data the end user is trying to enter into the system, okay. So before we save the record, okay, system will do some sort of validations. Okay. So whether he is giving in email data in email field is giving email data, email formatted data, and in the phone number is entering the number, and in the name he is trying to enter the name, or else in the in the date field he is entering date. So system will check all the data whichever the user is trying to enter, and before save the record, so system will check whether the data is entering is the proper data and is there any mismatch. Okay, let me refresh. It's, okay, let me open app launcher. So let me go to view all. Let me open this one. Okay, now let's say I'm trying to create an employee record. Okay, I want to create an employee record, so I'm trying to create an employee record. Okay, click new. Okay, so here I'll give name, experience means number, and the qualification means I will select, and I will give salary number. Okay, so whatever the end user is trying to give the data, okay, before saving the record, system will validate whether he is entering the proper data or not. So that's called validation. Okay, so it's called system, it's got created because we have not kept any field as a mandatory field here actually. Okay, so it's got created. So that's whatever the user, whatever the end user is trying to give the data, that particular data is valid or not, so that will taken care by system. Okay, so validations rules are two types. One is a standard validation and another one is a custom validation. Okay, so standard not standard validation, system validation. Okay, so system validation rules means, okay, so let's say if I give any field as a mandatory field here, okay, in this here, so let me give few fields, mandatory fields. Let me go to fields and relationships. So let me edit. Let me give employee name as a let's say employee name will be, let me click edit. Required, always required. I'll make this one as a mandatory field and save it. Okay, so now let me go and create a record. Okay, so let me create a new record, employee record. Let's see. Let me create a new record. Let me refresh. It's not got updated. It's not. Let me refresh. Now I'm trying to create a new record. Okay, now let me save the record without giving anything. See, it's not showing, right? It's not saving, right? It says that something you need to be entered, where it's a mandatory field, employee name is a mandatory field, star means it's a mandatory field. So here I have not set any validation, right? But system itself is running a validation. So these are called uh, standard system validation rule. This is a one type of system validation rule, and we'll have few like this is one, and one more maybe sometimes in the email ID format you will try to enter some data, and let me show you that one. Let me try to create a record. Okay, so Subhan, okay, experience 10 years, qualification, degree, salary 50,000. Okay, date of joining today. I'm looking for email feed actually. Okay, let me go to page layout. Okay, employee page layout. Let me assign this page layout by default. Sorry, it's opening non-sales. It's opening non-sales actually. Non-sales. Let me put that field called email ID. We have not created an email ID. Okay, no worries. Let me create one more field called email ID. Email ID is there. Employee, yeah, email ID is there. Employee ID. Okay, email I have not created. So let me create this email ID field called email. Email. I'll make this as a required field. And click next. Next. Save. Okay. Now let me go and create a record. Just click refresh. Email came. Let's see, I have not given anything. I'm just trying to save. Okay. So means system is telling that you need, before saving this record, you need to be entered. Means validation, maybe it will check first. It will check whether is there any mandatory fields are available. Yes, is available. Whether he has entered any data, no, he has not entered. Then save it, throw an error. Okay. Now it has been thrown an error. Next, how it checks? Okay, the in the mandatory field whether he has any entered data. Yes, he has entered. Okay, that data is equal to, that data is related to the data type which the field has been assigned. If it is yes, then save it. If it is not, then throw an error. So like this, the validation will run in backend actually. Okay, so now I want to give name called Shubhan, experience 10 years, and the qualification degree. Okay, and the salary maybe, yeah, 40,000. Okay, experience I have given 5 years. Okay, and the date of joining, let me take the date of joining today itself. Okay, and designation accountant. Okay, now the email. In the email I want to give email like something Subhan, that's it. Okay, I have not given email format, right? So now date of birth, I don't want anything. Okay, then save it. See, it has not saved, right? Telling that invalid email address, right? Even though what I told, whenever you try to save the record, okay, system will do validation. Okay, what kind of validation? System will check. Okay, First of all, it will check is there any mandatory fields are there. Yes, is the mandatory fields are there. So you have the end user has been entered any proper data in that email in that mandatory fields. Yes, he has entered. If it is entered, then save it. If he has not entered any mandatory data, okay. Let's say here email ID. Email ID means he should be entered that data in the form of email ID, right? I just given only name I was trying to save. So system says that it's a invalid email address. Means it's one kind of validation. This is also one kind of validation. Okay. So this is called system validations. We have not created these validations, right? System validations. We can create our own validation rules by creating a custom validation. So there also you can say that in the phone number, okay, he should be entered the phone number. Without entering the phone number, if you try to click save, it won't save. Okay, even though if it is not a mandatory field, if he's trying to enter, let's say in the phone number, if he's trying to enter text, it will throw an error. Okay, let's say now, let's say, let me try to tell you. So Shubhanet something gt.com, okay, something, then try to save. Now record got created. Even though in the phone number I have just given some text, but it got saved because I have not created any custom validation here. Okay, even though I told the system just take this data type is a number, and he is if I entered a text also, it has been taken. Why? Because I have not created any validation rule. Okay, so to avoid this kind of data this is a kind of data inconsistency, right? Maybe sometimes the end user, so whenever he try to create any record, maybe by mistake he will give this kind of data, right? He don't want to give purposefully, but sometimes he will give this kind of data. So it leads to data quality less, means it leads to data is not a quality, it's a data is not quality, right? So when they will come to know, whenever they try to create any report, whenever they try to read go back and see the old data, that time they will see, okay, so why he has entered this kind of data. Okay, so now
Vani, I
I
have a
have
question.
given, yeah, tell me.
So why is it showing only X's and rather than the actual text that we entered or the
I
numbers?
selected, I just selected XX only, sir.
Ah, okay, you just typed X's. Okay. I thought it was trying to hide something.
No, sir, no.
Okay, that's fine.
It's take another day, other field, right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So what is the purpose of validation rule means? So this is the purpose. This leads to data inconsistency, right? So to avoid this kind of thing, okay, system knows. Let's say if you have put up any field as a mandatory field, system itself will restrict him to enter the data. Otherwise, if you are not kept any field as a mandatory field, it will save automatically. But if you keep mandatory field also in the email, sometimes of email and phone number, maybe it needed whatever you try to enter, you can enter. Okay, let's say what is about text side, text also we need to be controlled, right? So what I'm trying to say is, okay, we can restrict, okay, we can restrict the user, okay, by avoiding him will avoid him to enter a wrong data. Okay, how means whenever you try to save, or whenever you try to edit, and whenever try to do any sort of thing related to data, system will throw him error saying that, so whatever your data you are entering is a not like is not in the proper format, you just try to enter the proper format data. Okay, so this is to this kind of requirement only will create, to avoid this kind of confusion, will create a validation rules. Okay, now let me go to that validation rule. So let's see how it looks like. So now here in the object, so validation rules are related to objects, is specific to objects. Okay, so you can create your own validation rule in each and every object. Okay, why? Because you are controlling on the field level, right? So you have to write in this field, means you want to write on this field only, means you want to write in this object only. That's why validation rules related to objects. Okay, just see here validation rules. Just click on. One second. Yeah, validation rule. Okay, so we are not created any validation rules, so that's the reason. So we are not able to see any rules here. Okay, see validation rule. It's going back and again. Okay. By default, tab was on selected layout, so that's the reason is we're promoting to layouts. Okay, so from here we can create a validation rules. Just click on new validation. Okay, so from here we can write our own validation rules. Okay, so this is what this is called as a formula editor. Okay, so we'll discuss in detail tomorrow. Again, we'll discuss, like, we'll create a few rules tomorrow. Okay, so I'll stop here. This, any questions?
No, I'm good.
Ujesh, Priya.
Shivani, this validation rule, you create this, and
Mhm.
later on you would assign this to page layout or to the object.
No, actually, see, where we create validation rules means we create a validation rules on field level. Okay.
Yeah.
In the field level, we actually let's see. Good question. Okay, so we create validation rule on fields. Why? Because where end user will enter data in fields only, right?
Yeah.
So we'll create validation rule on fields. Okay, that field is automatically assigned to proper page layout.
Oh, okay.
Respect to page layout, right?
Yeah.
See, got it. So we are not working. We are here. We will not work on page layout actually. This field by default, all the fields whichever we created by default, it has been assigned to any of the page layout, right?
So if there are, like, we have created like 3 to 4 page layout, to all of them it will be assigned.
Yeah, it will be assigned all of them. Let's say let's see this page layout. Okay, see, whatever the rule we are writing, we are writing on field. Okay, so this field, okay, in the page, let me open employee page layout. Okay, in the page layout, what we are trying to do, okay, all the fields are available to all the page layouts. Okay, if I want to use in this page layout, I'll just drag and drop here. In the page layout, you're not going to do any sort of modification to the fields. Okay, it's kind of drag and drop only.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we are not doing any changes. If you see, we just drag and drop, right? If I don't want, if I'm removing from here also, it's not meaning that I'm deleting the field. I'm removing from this layout. It will be available here. If I want, again I will drag and drop here.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so whatever the rules you created on fields, okay, so that field will have that rule. Okay, so wherever you want to use that field, you can drag and drop that field to any of the page layout.
Okay.
Is good, clear?
So basically you're saying the validation rules will be assigned to all this page layouts here. There are like 3 page
Yes.
layouts. all of them it will be assigned.
Yeah, if the field is assigned by before, okay, before creating this validation rule, let's say the field is assigned to field has been assigned in this all of the 3 page layouts. By default, it will get whatever the rule you are creating, it will get added. If by mistake, okay, if I have not added any of the, let's say, let me come to your question. Now in the non-sales, I have not selected a few fields here, right? I have not selected a sales related experience field here. Why? Because since this is non-sales department, I have not selected sales experience field here. I have not kept here. Okay. Let's say if I write something on sales experience, means number. Okay. Apart from number, if user is trying to enter any text, it will not take. It has to throw an error. Okay. Let's say I have created rule on this field. Okay. And I have not assigned this field to this page layout because I have not required here, right?
Yeah.
So basically we are creating a rule on field. Okay. If that field has not assigned to any of the page layout, later on we can go and we can add. After creating a rule also, we can go and we can add to the page layout.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Any questions? Ujay?
No.
Okay. Afroz?
Yeah, no, just some issues regarding the timings, but we can discuss that later.
Yeah, I'll discuss. Iqbal sir?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, I'll disconnect and I'll connect with you personally. Okay.
So what time tomorrow?